for a while, so now I'm going to get around to doing it. Might be a little bit rusty, but it shouldn't be too bad. Before we actually start, though, I need you to understand what my angel's rocking with. No uber aces or aces or something. We're going to go for something basic that works. Let's see. And if we're talking about basic, let's even keep it even basic, like literally this weapon. Just the general concept of how you, as a player, should be fighting the Dragonlord. That doesn't have to be too fancy. You just need to understand what kind of stuff you can get away with. And what kind of stuff that you, as a player, can get away with consistently. So items we're going to have is a Dark Orb. A Strength Ring. Well, let me explain it. Dark Orb increases your evasion when it comes to dodging. Strength Ring boosts your power when you're using Oomph. Prayer Ring, for MP recovery, which is at the maximum amount. And Titan Belt, which is only really good if you are hitting that Dragonlord in its head. Very, very super important. And when you find your aces and ubers, of course, you're going to find stuff that matches some of those stats here and there. Alright, let's see. Party powers, I don't have them all, but I'm going to just highlight the most important ones. Of course, all the critical facilities. Actually, I know what I'm missing. Okay, now to highlight them. All 3 criticals. Fighting Dirty for increased damage on weak point, which is the head, by the way. This is also the most critically important one. Schizophrenic, which increases your evasion by another 10 points. And Hypercritical. Alright, so here's how this is going to work. This fight isn't going to start genuinely until we dodge the move. The move that we are basically told to dodge all the time. And then I'll try to explain the fight. But then again, maybe I will try to do it normally. But give you an idea what kind of advantages you have. Because yes, this Dragonlord has a method of like messing you over and stuff. And there might be some mistakes here and there. Because it's been a while since I've done a fight like this before. Like not aiming at his head, for example. Just run and then jump. Didn't have my strength boosted just then. Okay, no problem. Ooh, max damage. Gotta get closer. But so far so good, right? And this is how you move faster, by the way, that dive kick. This may seem like much, but I guess it does eventually add up. Oops, a little too close on that one. The depth was a little bit off there. We'll do it again anyway. If you get one of these are great too. Oh no, he's flying away. Hold the circle button every time he does that, so you can restore MP. Oh yeah, it might not be obvious about how I'm dodging, but I'm dodging without the analog stick. It generates just enough evasion for you to dodge pretty much anything you want. Whoops. It's not that you have to dodge behind those, you can just keep running. And forcing him to do that multiple fireball thing is your best option. It sucks when that situation happens, that one of the other things you can do is dodge for your life. Also, that's very dodgeable, and that's one of the more important moves of the game. Like, that shouldn't hit you, and that usually takes away your tension. And you can technically be right about in this spot right here. I think I missed still. This isn't the worst thing in the world. Just a bunch of dive kicks, really. Now we're gonna wait until he flies up again before we go hypertension. Wrong direction. Because it's not time yet. I'll go ahead and heal up anyway. Alright, let's see how many hyper snaps we can get off his head. Catch him in a bad mood.
Show you how it's done.
Not so bad. Sometimes you can't like dodge that, so it's okay to block. That's safe enough to dodge out of the way.
Another day, another conquest.
I may not show off everything possible, but hey, it's possible. I might show the more extreme stuff about the stuff that you think you shouldn't be able to dodge, but you can, and to speed things up. We can shave down that 7 minutes to something lower. But we'll check the ace too since we're here. I mean, obviously with greater power you could definitely kill him much faster than that. And of course it's heart garbage. Alright, let's do one more. Dread round 2. Honestly, I think when it comes to a solo fight, getting your max tension probably is the most important thing to do. In all honesty. And you can build that up with just a bunch of other moves. Alright, we dodge this move because this is how we do things. He should never be able to touch you. In theory. Jump, air recovery roll. Walk to the right, jump out of the circle, and you're good. You can technically dodge this too, as much as possible. I guess your goal as an angel is to always force the fireballs, by the way. Get it at a nice distance where you think he'll launch that silly fireball at you. And then you just dodge roll into it. Without using the analog stick. So you can get moves like this on him. Even if that hit doesn't matter. Yeah, you can dodge that too. Alright, let me beat up this fire real quick. This is nothing, honestly. It means nothing to me. Thank you.
Let me show you how it's done. Early gates.
Are we forcing out a fireball attack? Come on. Or I guess he'll do what instead. Without the analog stick, you dodge. We'll forget, but this is such an important trait to know. Dive kick if you're not confident in dodging this. This is easy. You just gotta know where he's. Be near a wall is what you want to do when this happens. That one he won't surprise you on the right or the left. And if you can't find him, just block. That's all you gotta do. We've done this before, and we're going to do it again, by the way. We're not afraid of this. Gotta do it a couple extra times just to be sure, though. You don't want to end it too quickly. It's just fire. We dodge through it. So, one hit, that's like one of the worst things that can happen. But we can just get out of the angle of that one. Jump air recovery room. See how fast we can get right here? We get a high enough jump, you hold circle and get some energy back. Go ahead and get another boost in, just because. If you're not confident, just dive. 2 dive kicks is all it takes to get out of a circle. And you have time to do this too. Jump, air recovery roll. Alright, luckily we found him this time. That would have killed me for sure. I got really lucky there. Max damage.
I dedicate this victory to my army of beautiful admirers.
Now that was just the basic gear, by the way. With higher gear, obviously I would be able to just wail on him. To think of all the shortcuts I took, it still took longer. Wow. That isn't so bad. That's kind of what I used to do with Carver, by the way. Carver was another option to do this fight. But you have to actually be honest with Carver in some of the spots. Anyway, I showed it off. I thought it'd be funny. Nothing decent. But hey, you have to keep going at it. Or you'll never get there.
Well, let us pray.
But I basically dodge all the important stuff that you would expect me to dodge. Or dodge all the stuff that you wouldn't expect me to dodge. Because like I said, there's no, with that setup, and this is a basic one by the way, there is no reason in the world that Dragonlord should be able to touch you. Whatsoever. I even got to mention the other little thing.
Goddess speed.
Because, like, Angelo is here. So I can show this off really quick before I quit. Just the stuff where you could just shoot special moves faster. After a cartwheel. Or, hell, during a cartwheel. That's all we're saying. I mean, this is all cute and all. But sometimes you should try to just get lucky with some of these. Or some of these. To build up your energy even better. Be up close to him. If he does a certain move, he can't touch it anyway. Shining shot? Usually it's this fast, but no, we wanted to go faster than this. Their special move can be cancelled, of course. No, but we need more. I say a lot more. We're still going. Alright, that's about it.